Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, hello, welcome to my party. Welcome to my channel. It is Wednesday, March the 3rd, 2021. Buck is being so patient. We just went outside. The sun is shining. He was happy about that. I think he wanted to stay, and I was like, I gotta do work. If he had it his way, we would just sit outside in the sun all day. Wouldn't that be nice? It'd be nice. Okay, you guys, let's see where we're going with this today. The energy, so Mars just went into Gemini. So this is the advice that I have. Hold your tongue. This is the time that Mars, fire, quick energy combined with the Gemini communication, that can be challenging. So I think it's going to be really important that you hold your tongue right now and that you just really get anchored and thoughtful in your ability to communicate in a way that is healthy and thoughtful and mindful. There's been some hiccups in the process of the sale of my home, and that has been challenging, and I have been doing the best I can to keep it together. And part of me just wants to rip into some folks, and that's not going to get me anywhere. So just really remind yourself in those moments of challenge. Who are you? Who do you want to show up as? Who do you want to be in this world? And how are you going to really, be the best version of yourself when in the face of adversity? So yesterday was a little challenging. I definitely tried to keep it together. And I think I did an okay job. So every time you overcome the reaction and you reduce your refractory period, you reduce the reaction time, and you can move through that pretty quickly, that is a success. That is a opportunity for you to really see that the work that you're doing on yourself is actually working, paying off, okay? So just, be mindful of this experience, be mindful of this energy. We're just coming out of that full moon. We're moving into this new moon in Pisces here in about a week and a half. And we also have, that square between Uranus and Saturn for the duration of this year. So that is a lot of polarizing energy. So you guys, you got this. Just, stay anchored, stay true to yourself, keep doing the work. Let's see what these animals have to say. True authenticity, creative expression, youthful enthusiasm, and heart-centered joy. That is my mantra right now. That is what I keep coming back to. Just stay in that space. Try not to lose your shit. Okay, Wednesday, March 3rd, 2021. Now is a lucky time. Love is all around. Dream the world into being. Okay, I needed to hear this, so I'm glad we're here with this. Okay, you guys? So yes, trust this process. Know that that you are really bringing love into your life. Trust your dreams. I had some interesting dreams last night. And really dream what you want into being. What is it that you want? So I've been kind of going through this with myself. Like, there's some things in my life, and I'm like, working through, like, just really coming into my own wholeness. And I just wonder, like, what do I want? How do I want this to go? Now I was saying the other day, when you're at a spot in a complete clearing, and let's say you're embodying the feeling of what it means to have all of your needs met, and you're just in the space of being. What do you want to create for yourself? Who do you want to be? How do you want to give back? How do you want to be a contribution? How do you want to make the world a better place? Like, who is it that you're going to be in the space where you can be anything? Where you can show up any way you want? where you can create the world into being in a way that is how you are creating it to be. Who do you want to be in that space? The coffee maker wants to know too. Yes, okay, this is the opportunity in that clearing to dream the world into being from a place of love, because this is a lucky time. Okay? All right, let's see. I can keep talking, but let's see. What did the tarot have to say? What does the tarot have to say today? Moving on. Six of Swords, calmer waters, fate, destiny. This card keeps showing up in the same place. I don't know if you guys saw that reading I did for the full moon. If you didn't, check it out. I got a little carried away. I dropped a couple of F-bombs. I'm sorry. My mother doesn't want to watch my channel because I swear too much. I'm sorry, Mom, if you watch this. I mean, that's the byproduct of growing up in the city of Detroit around a bunch of Italians. All right, Six of Swords, Wheel, Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Two of Cups, Five of Cups, Nine of Cups, 10 of Cups, Five of Swords, High Priestess, Four of Wands. Okay, this is good. Knight of Pentacles, Emperor, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Page of Wands, Strength. I want to take that too because that is a beautiful thing. All right, you guys, this is beautiful. I do want to get a little clarification. There's change here. Change. What is the Five of Cups here for? Five of Cups, please. Chariot. Nine of Swords. Eight of Wands. Why is the Five of Swords here? Why is the Five of Swords here? Five of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Page of Cups. Let's take one more. Star. Whew. Okay. You're moving in the direction of your design, and you're really anchoring into inspiration, and you're trusting destiny. And there's going to be some opportunity for something to come together coherently, internally, that you may have had a lot of grief around, but you may have released and let go of something out of your own choice, because that's what you wanted to do for yourself, because you knew intuitively there was something there for you. That was you trusting your own intuition, and you're moving forward, and you might feel a little stuck or trapped right now because you don't necessarily know where you're going. But as soon as you shift in that energy, it's going to happen really quick. Where you're headed, it's going to happen really quickly. So you're really, by anchoring into this space of love and trust, you're really seeing how your self-defeating behaviors may have created loss, lack, detriment, hurt, but you're healing that now. That's being healed because you're really being able to now, in this space, operate from a place of love. Just like I said yesterday, love isn't necessarily a feeling or an emotion. It's just a state of being. You're just being. It's like 0 point energy. You're at the frequency of love. You're just love. You're just that. You're not feeling it. You're just it. You're just connected to source, and you're being the embodiment of love. You're just going through your life being that energy. You're not being lack. You're not being lost. You're not being, you're not embodying the being of a lower vibrational frequency. You're just at love. You're connected to source, and then everything around you just translates into that energetic frequency: joy, happiness, freedom. So by really seeing what those self-defeating behaviors are that have left you out in the cold, that have abandoned you, that have created that experience for yourself in the external reality, where there has been hurt, third-party energies, unconscious patterns that have really done you dirty and left you feeling brokenhearted, is now being transmuted. You're transmuting that energy now into an ability to trust your gut and allow your heart to guide you forward into some healing star energy here. So into some illumination, into some into what you want, into a space that you're actually manifesting for yourself. And I think your intuition, you intuitively, there is this feeling of trusting your intuition, and also like having a little fear about what it is that you intuitively have the ability to create for yourself. So like I said, when I first started doing this reading, if you can get it's like, be careful what you wish for and really be thoughtful about that, because this is now going to be a time to celebrate, because I think what's coming to you is something really magical that is responsible, thoughtful, grounded in the material plane, that is going to be you really stepping into your leadership, where there's going to be a coherent balance of abundance and stability, like a balance of stable love. So maybe that hasn't been as present to you because you've been ruminating in these lower vibrational frequencies of loss, lack, change, self-defeating behaviors, manipulation. You might have been frozen, stuck, cold. Things might have felt that way. But now, as you're really moving toward the design of what you're being inspired to create for yourself, and you're trusting fate to move you forward, you're moving out of this entrapment. And it's going to happen pretty quickly because you really have been embodying the frequency of love. And so by doing that and trusting yourself and trusting your intuition and trusting your divine guidance, which we've been talking at length about, you're moving really consciously towards this experience of newness, new opportunities, new love, new stability, new ways to give back and be a contribution that is really truthful and grounded in your values. So I was having a conversation with somebody yesterday, and they said, I've talked about having a new business. This is one of the things that I'm doing to kind of be an outlet. And also, I will be doing private readings, and if you're interested, you can email me. I haven't actually advertised those yet, but I do private readings. And if you're interested, you can definitely email me. But I'm creating a new business, and I was having this conversation with somebody yesterday, and they said, well, what is this business actually going to entail? And I was talking about my old business, my pastry shop. And even though that business made money, it didn't really make sense because it wasn't any longer in alignment with my values. So I'm creating a business now that is going to be in alignment with who I'm becoming, connected to my value structure, connected to my ability to be a contribution in a way that inspires people and helps them actually embody their own strength by an empowerment place. When I worked in a pastry shop, I was selling meat and dairy products, which no longer is in alignment with my value structure because I'm vegan. But not only that, it was actually, there were multiple layers of that experience that weren't really what I wanted to do, because then people said, well, why don't you make a vegan cannoli? Well, because I don't want to sell sugar, because I don't want people to, I don't want to be in that space anymore. I don't want to be that space where I'm conflicted. Whether or not I can do it in a way that I can maybe make it work, it's not really who I want to be in terms of my contribution anymore. I want to actually start embodying the energy of being a space of empowerment where I'm empowering other people to be the best versions of themselves. So how that looks maybe is through the avenue of doing tarot readings. It could be, I worked as a counselor for many years. It could be me reinstating my counseling license and bringing spirituality with that sort of counseling piece and demystifying the mysticism of like how you really change and become the greatest versions of yourself, not only from a scientific perspective, but also by integrating the spiritual philosophies in that. There's a lot of different things that I'm kind of working on playing out. But where I'm going with this is, how do you really get clear about who you want to be with your values, with your true authenticity, with your integrity, with your creative expression, with your enthusiasm, your youthful enthusiasm, from a place of love that empowers people, that it makes the world a better place, that it's a contribution, that we're all working together, that I'm just supporting, we're all supporting each other. There's not, it's not like I heard this thing about the idea of emergence and how there isn't, how it's not about me standing on the stage to teach you. It's about us all learning together and growing together and emerging together. So how then do I embody that frequency to be an empowerment space so that we all are emerging together in that energetic frequency? So I say that to you to say that, how does that look like in your life? How do you be a contribution that's in alignment with your value structure that actually empowers you to continue to empower the spaces and people around you so that we're all emerging positively, coherently, and from that energetic frequency of 0 point source connection, okay? So let's see. A leg up, to be fair, milk and honey. You guys, I love this card. I always say how much I love this card. Look at that little elephant in there, bathing around. That's for you, Mama. My mother loves elephants, baby elephants. Okay, this is really about things coming into balance and really having, trusting the support around you to really help you use your wisdom to integrate into your experience of truth. Like I said, really developing the ability to use your truth and coming into this place of integrity where you are being your true authentic self, however that translates. For me, I'm talking about it in terms of the kind of business that I want to create, but you can use this in any way. How do you, by embodying this energy of truth and authenticity, develop this version of yourself that really is in alignment with your fundamental value structure so that you can celebrate that and you can be a contribution from that place into the world? So you can be a contribution to the world from your place of authenticity, because it's the giver who is the biggest receiver. By giving your gifts to the world, you will then receive abundance that you wouldn't even think is possible. So by really being able to see how to truthfully, authentically, with integrity, use your gifts to contribute inspiration and empowerment. Embody that frequency so that you can really celebrate that experience for yourself and celebrate your use your gifts to celebrate your truth, to emerge the frequency of the collective forward. Okay. All right, you guys. That being said, I hope you have a good rest of your Wednesday. I will see you tomorrow. Love and light.